Hi, folks.
Hi.
Glad to have everybody back with us. Thanks for keeping up with us. The every other week thing is it's not gone well. We'll get there.
I forget, and I'm like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, we'll get to the every other week. Sorry, that's just the way it's been. And next week, which should be a podcast, will be another Stitch Hour because Margaret Hagan will be with us. So
right.
we can ogle her more of her samplers. So no Wednesday podcast again next week, but we will be here on Wednesday night with Margaret Hagan. So mark that down. And the best thing is just to subscribe, and then you'll get your notifications, and then you'll know what's going on. And then the week after that, then we'll do a
podcast
thank
chatty
you.
day thing.
Yeah, one of those
midweek
things.
show. It's
Yep.
called the midweek show.
Let's see. So we got things to show here. Let's do the drawing first, so we get that out of the way.
Okay.
Okay. So drawing tonight from Marcy Brown. Four of them tonight. Count them, four. If we got anybody new here, drawings are for people who are participating in the live show. And what you do is you send an email anytime during the show. It's right down there at the bottom, right there. Send to Gary@WeTalkFiber.com. And in the subject line, you put the word cross, which is right there under Jennifer for tonight. You just put the word cross, don't put anything else, just cross. And then in the body of the email, you put your name and address. Then we do the drawing after the show, and then 4 winners will get stuff mailed to them within the next couple of days, depending on when Marg and I go out again and go to the post office. But we get them out pretty fast. So enter. They're all cross-stitched tonight. Enter once only, please. Once only, please. Don't enter multiple times. But anytime during the show, and I'll remind you, and we'll keep that up at the bottom there on the screen. We'll keep that up so that if you're a late joiner, you'll know what it is. So the four of them. The first one, I almost kept this one. This is an old one. How come the old ones are cool? This is from 1997. This is 24 elephants. 24 elephants.
Oh, cool.
How about that, huh?
Wow, that's neat. Yeah. Awesome.
Now that's pretty cool.
Yep. Who's that by?
RK Portfolio Cross Stitch Designs. I don't know, but I'll take that any day. I did. I almost kept it. It's pretty cool. So that's one of them. And then we all know this one. So your own personal copy of Spring Hill. Yep.
Yes.
Your own personal copy of Spring Hill. So that's another. And then from Hello from Liz Matthews. There's 2 charts in this one, Quaker Gardens.
Oh, pretty.
So those are nice. She has a nice touch, I think. Most of her designs I like quite a bit.
Yeah. She does those little trees, right?
Yeah. I have at least
cute.
2 of those, yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I like her, yeah. Some of her stuff, I mean, I like most of her stuff. Well, for any designer, you like most of it, tend to. But anyway, so that's that one, Quaker Gardens from Hello from Liz Matthews. And then this one, now, again, I almost kept this one too. Because you know those fractals, those giant fractal things that are full coverage things?
Oh, yeah.
No way,
Yeah.
Too much. Well, this one is bookmarks. Check this out.
Oh, yes, I've seen these before.
I'd never seen these.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'd seen someone stitched one sometime in the last 5 years.
Oh.
But I have seen them.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think they're all in here.
Small full coverage.
Yeah.
Because I think that's still full coverage.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
I bet they're all in there because they're all on the picture.
Yeah, I think they're all in here. Yeah.
So.
Fractal 53, 57. Yeah, they're all in here. So, so that's pretty cool. Those are beautiful.
Yeah, those are neat.
Yeah. So those are the 4. Those are the 4 tonight. So send your emails and get in the drawing if you want them. They're all cross-stitched now, all cross-stitched. So
Nice.
get in on that. Let's see, Inherited Stitchers had Skittles. Okay, the burning question with Skittles.
I just had Skittles too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the burning
What's the
question
question?
for me is it one at a time Skittle or
Two.
a bunch of them? Two.
Two for me. My husband, he's got a bigger mouth, so he just puts a bunch in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just do two.
No,
Because
that's
he
what
eats
I
them too
do.
fast.
That's what I do
Yeah,
is a fistful.
two.
Yeah.
And my favorite flavors are the smoothie flavors because there's one in the smoothie. It's the pink bag. It's not the mixed berry ones. It's the light pink bag, not the purpley bag. And it's smoothie flavors. And there's one in there that tastes like bubble gum.
Oh.
Like that old school bubble gum that has that real good bubble gum flavor that I don't chew, but I like the flavor.
Right. Yeah, that's only good till the flavor's gone and then you just spit it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And you get the sugar rush.
Right.
Like,
you get the sugar, the flavor, and spit it out because it's gross after that. Yeah. Yes. Oh no, I'm conventional Skittles and just put a bunch of them in your mouth and let the flavors blend. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do two because that's about all I can handle.
I see. Okay, that's an interesting approach.
Well, I tried 3 for a while and it was just too much.
Oh. We usually have M&Ms here in the house because I like M&Ms and I shouldn't.
Oh.
But the other day,
well, these are. Yeah. Oh, these are in the car. We keep ours in the car in the center console because sometimes when you're driving, you need a little pick me up, a little pop of sugar.
Okay.
We drive far here in Connecticut, you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We keep them at home. But anyway, I got the container out to have a few M&Ms, and Cooper was visiting. You know, the 8-year-old,
right.
or 7-year-old grandson, and I said, "Hey, Cooper, come here," and his eyes light up. He takes one. I said, "Cooper, what's the matter with you? You know, one? Come on, take some." And he thought he'd won the lottery.
Oh my gosh. My dad he likes jelly beans, like not the Jelly Bellies, real like the old school jelly beans.
Yeah.
And he'd always have them in his pocket. And when Fisher and even Todd and Esty were little, they'd always be reaching in his pocket for jelly beans.
There we go. Now here, see, Vicky eats Skittles in color groups. All right.
Oh really?
See?
Okay.
Oh, sour Skittles. Oh, look at this. Look at here. Wait a minute. We're yakking at each other.
Yeah, I know. I looked down a little, but now people are coming in with their Skittles comments.
2, but they have to be the same flavor. So Inherited does 2.
Oh.
They have to be the same flavor. Giant bag of individual packages of candy like Skittles. Oh, yeah. See, that stuff's dangerous because you just keep eating it. Sour Skittles, pastel-colored M&Ms.
I just ate some of those for Valentine's. They had the Reese's peanut butter cups that had like the pink chocolate on top, and it tasted a little different. It was like it wasn't strawberry flavored, but it might have been like dyed white chocolate. You know how white chocolate has that milder flavor? They were pretty good. Yeah, but it's dyed pink for Valentine's.
Oh, okay.
Because we all like pink.
Okay. That warms my heart right there.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting snowed on. No snow here in St. Louis.
Not us. We got like 4 inches maybe, and it melted by the next day. Maybe 2 days.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've had 2 actual accumulative snow events, and they were gone within a day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandy P. See, Sandy P. She's the goody 2-shoes of the group. I don't eat Skittles. I don't do sugar. Okay.
I cut sugar out for a long time when I was trying to get my depression and stuff under control. I cut all sugar out for probably 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Like 0. I was very good. But then things got under control and I started wanting my sugar.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, Beth. Beth not with us tonight. Beth was playing Paul Bunyan with her husband today. She's exhausted. So she's watching peanut or plain M&Ms. The answer to that is yes.
Peanut. I like peanut better. Plain chocolate makes my throat do weird things. I like the peanut.
I'm just going to go with yes.
Yeah, my husband is like whatever.
Whatever you throw in front of
candy.
me. Yep.
Yeah, he'll eat it. He'll eat anything.
Oh, and we're coming up on Easter, so those marshmallow peeps.
Oh, you like those? I've never gotten into those. I'm not a
Oh,
big marshmallow. Like
I'm awful. I have to.
marshmallow things are not my thing.
Yeah, I'm awful because I'll take out. You know, they come in those sleeves of 4 or 5, whatever it is.
Yeah,
I'll just take one out and I'll just eat the whole thing.
like one giant gulp.
Well, it takes a couple of bites, but yeah, pretty
Oh,
much. Yeah. With that yellow
gosh.
sugar dripping all over the place. Drop, you know,
Ew.
yeah. I don't buy them very often.
No.
Let's see.
Nope, nope.
Peanut
But
butter.
yeah, speaking of old charts, I splurged and bought something old and started something new.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you
wait.
remember?
But wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. Before you do that, before you do stuff that we're here for.
Right. Stitching, yeah.
Yeah. There we
Instead
go.
of talking about, oh, dear, the baby.
There we go. There's Brooklyn. 9 weeks. Just got that
Cute.
today. First one with a smile. Yep.
So cute.
Sandy, I'm not a goody two shoes.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Sandy's a party animal. But yeah, there's okay, so there's Brooklyn. Yep. She's growing up fast. Yep.
I know.
Grandchild number 3. I'm not a goody two shoes. I'm fun. I'm actually fun. Let's see. Man, people got flowers blooming. We got a few here, but
my stuff is pushing up, but it's about the time for it to start pushing up.
yeah.
You know, so it's March, beginning of March. Stuff will be blooming by the end of March, beginning of April. So
Yeah.
it's about right. You know.
Yep.
So
Now see, here's Margaret saying she likes the peeps when they're stale. See, I can't stand them when they're stale. They
no,
got to be fresh.
I
Yeah.
don't like them at all. So no.
Peeps flavored Pepsi? I don't think so.
Ew.
I don't think so.
No.
No. Is she stitching yet? Is Brooklyn stitching yet? Yeah. Right.
That's right.
Dee's already cut her grass. Yeah. Not jealous of that. So, okay. So what do you got there? You got fun stuff that have to do with why we're
So
here.
somebody posted a picture. I think it was supposed to be, you know, that they're doing one of those things where you answer a question every month for stitching. One of those stitchy things, you know, where it's like the first day's introduce yourself. Then they have little prompts for every day.
Those things. Oh,
Those
okay.
so I think it's one of those, but it was like, what's your favorite finish you ever did? And somebody posted a picture of their By the Bay Needle Art Serenity Harbor.
Uh-huh.
And I've always loved it. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. And I loved it. And so I went on the internet looking to see, like, where can you get it? And then By the Bay has an Etsy shop. I think it's Donna Bayless. She has her own Etsy shop and she offered it as a download. And so I got it and I started.
Oh, you're underway.
I am.
Wow.
Ta-da! I made the sun a little bit darker because the yellow was really light. And then I changed the color of the roses from pink to more of a reddy burgundy.
Uh-huh.
But it's big. It's like, this is 40 inches long of fabric.
Whoa.
And I had the fabric in stash. I just coffee tea dyed it to make it darker. So
Look at
yeah,
that.
32 count.
You got
I don't know what linen it was.
You got a picture of
Yeah. Let me show you the one that I saw. Okay. It's got us in the picture. Because it's on my iPad. But let me get the glare off.
Oh my.
So she did hers on like a sky color linen, you know?
Yeah.
But
that's nice.
Isn't that awesome?
That's all solid stitching there from the water line down?
Yeah, down at the, yep, it's all, but look at it's in big chunky color blocks.
Right.
So, easier solid stitching.
That's really, that's, I like that.
Yeah, so I bought it on her Etsy shop.
Wow.
I have liked this for years. She did a stitch along in 2015, I think. She has a blog on Blogger, and she blogged about it and stuff.
That's really nice. I like that. How long is it
Yeah.
going to be?
It's like 40. The fabric's 40 inches long. I think the
Oh
actual
my.
stitching will be
So it's a
something
yard
else.
long then. Wow.
Yeah, it's big. And I'm doing it on 32 count over 2. Luckily, that's just the linen I had also, which is what I wanted.
Uh-huh.
But I went through my stash, and I don't know what I had this linen for. I had a big old long piece. I don't remember why.
One
And it
day
was
you'll...
that more open weave that I don't like. So the
Oh.
boiling it and the tea dyeing it was good because it closed it up. Because I don't like it all open like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been doing that. I started this the day before yesterday. The first day I spent like all day boiling it, ironing it, marking the middle, and then so the black lines represent, that's the sections of the chart, because she gave it out in 12. It was a stitch along over a year, so every month you got a section. So the black lines are like the section, and there's a pink line here that's the middle.
Okay.
So I marked 2 sections so that I could stitch like the sun and stuff all in one piece. I didn't have to start and stop,
Right. Holy smokes, that's a stitch along, a monthly stitch along. You get down to the solid stitching stuff, you got to stitch your butt off.
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure, right? So yeah.
That's going to be cool.
Yes. I remember being at that Celebrations of Needlework in Nashua, New Hampshire a few years ago and seeing those charts. But back then, I was really tight on money and I couldn't just buy things like crazy. And I was like, oh, there was 12 of them. And it was like, you have to buy them all or none. And so I didn't. And luckily, I got it as a PDF, which I prefer anyway. So that's nice.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
here, Dee's asking, are you going to add her border? It's free on her blog.
The border's on there.
Yeah, I was going to say, what? Yeah.
I know that there was something about, I was reading in some of the things that some people, they had ordered linen from Picture This Plus and it wasn't quite long enough. And so she adjusted the bottom border. She redid it so that people that had too short of linen could do an alternate bottom. And I know that was free. So maybe that's what she's talking about. Because the border's all included.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
She did have to rework something.
Okay.
And offered it for free on her blog because some people, their linen was too short.
Okay. Yeah, because I like that border that's on there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that came with it, so. So sad for Josie, had wrist surgery. Hope you get better. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, hope it went well.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably in that therapy phase now.
Right.
Ivy says she has different free border parts you can get. Oh,
okay. I don't know. Well, I like the one that's on there, so just stick with the one that's already there. So yeah.
What's a good color of linen to just stock up on? Holy smokes!
It depends on what you like to do.
Actually, I had some linen I wanted to talk about tonight. Here, let me just put this up. Maybe this will help answer the question. I don't have one to stock up on. These are from. Did I write it down? Of course not. These are from Fox and Rabbit Designs, and they posted these. I'm hoping Kim gets them because I want some. So that's just it. Is it white or is it beige? But see, these appeal to me here because I don't know that I really want for cross stitch stuff, I don't know that I want really stark white, but I do like a
Right.
lighter color. So this top one is white clay,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next one is salt bush, and the bottom one is eucalyptus.
Yeah, those are
Now
all
see,
good.
those three
Now,
colors, I'd buy a half yard of each one of those just to have.
is the bottom one showing up blue, but it's more green? Because eucalyptus is like a blue-green color, isn't it?
Right, and
So
this
I'm
has a little
wondering,
more blue than you would expect. Yeah,
that's what I'm wondering, if it's showing more blue than what it is in real life.
yeah,
Because I like that blue. So,
yeah. I do too.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to write to Kim and see if she's going to get these because I would.
Mm-hmm.
What would you stock up on? Yeah, I would get a half yard of each one of these just to have.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I do like one thing that I like about kind of like a beige, or they call it antique white, I think, linen, is
yeah,
that if you do want it darker, you can tea coffee dye it and it will get even darker than the white
mm-hmm,
because it's already a little bit darker.
yeah. And see,
So, and
some of those antique
yeah,
whites to me, I think they kind of look grungy. Yeah, that's. I think
they
that's
can.
hard to
Yeah.
get a good one. Yeah,
Yeah, like or what do they, it's really like the ecru color, but they don't call it that. I think they
right.
call it antique white or off white.
Yeah, and some of them just they kind of get a
Mm.
yellow tint to them, and I don't care for them. Margaret,
Yeah.
Margaret,
Yeah.
these are from Fox and Rabbit, Brendan and Karen Kirk, and
They're in Australia, right?
yeah, they're in
New Zealand,
Australia.
Australia.
But I'm sure. Well, I know Kim carries their linens. So Kim
Mm-hmm.
at Sassy Jack Stitchery, I know she carries their linens. So
Yeah.
I'm counting on her to get these three. But yeah, that's where I have trouble with off white. To me,
Mm-hmm.
white is too stark, but off white sometimes it just looks yellow looky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like to take it a little darker.
yeah,
Most of the time now, like I have a bunch of off white I bought for back in the day, back in like when I was stitching in the 90s and early 2000, mainly the 90s. And I have that home now and I've been coffee tea dyeing it and stitching other stuff on it.
yeah,
So, and then people think it's like that vintage what is it? Vintage country mocha.
yeah, yeah,
They think it's that, and I'm like, no, I just coffee tea dyed it and baked it, and it looks the
yeah.
same.
That country mocha, that's a real popular one. Now Beth just put
Mm-hmm.
up, that was the one I was trying to think of. Russian tea cake. Yeah, keeping a yard
Right
of Russian tea cake sitting around anytime
now,
is
see, remember
yeah.
that we got that Russian tea cake, and I used it for my Spring Hill, but then I also had extra, and I had cut it off, and this is my perfect world, and this is the Russian tea cake that I coffee tea dyed and then used a little bit of that rose quartz Rit dye to get the color I wanted.
Oh,
So this is the Russian tea cake, but dyed. And
yeah.
I'm doing it 1/2. I'm only using one strand this time.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been making, this was my birthday start.
All right.
Making progress.
Yeah.
Those are over 1 crows. Those birds are over 1.
Yeah.
I had to use the magnifier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm making good progress on that. There's like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Remember seeing that. Yeah. Looks great.
yep. So
Yep.
I've been working on that.
Yeah.
My temperature chart.
Oh yeah. That's cool. Yep. Excellent.
Yay. All those yellows are unusually high temperatures.
Mm.
One of them was a record high.
Yeah. That's neat the way that works out.
Crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, that Russian tea cake. Yep. Buy
Mm-hmm.
some of that. And somebody asked what count. I almost always get 40 count. Almost always.
Right. You like 40.
Yeah.
I like 36, 32. I'll use anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I stitch on 14, 28, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. 40 for me just because I don't want to use more than one strand. So it's just
Oh, see,
yeah.
I like using two. I like the loop method a lot. I'm a big fan of the loop method.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, a lot to be said for that. Yeah. No, I just
yeah.
don't want to. I just don't want to monkey with anything more than one strand. So 40 count.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you remember last year when Kim was starting stuff every month for her anniversary thing for her shop?
Yeah.
So she started this the 17th by Hands On Design, and I started this last year with her, but I only got as far as the.
Oop, pushed the wrong button. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Hang on just a
No,
second.
there's nobody.
I thought I had it set up for just you. I thought I was way ahead of the game.
I'm halfway there now.
I have no idea what's... Come on.
I don't know. It's okay. So I had started off, I stitched these specialty stitches on top. They're the Rhodes things. And I had gotten through, I think I was on the SH, and that's all I had stitched. I'd stitched through here. So then I finished the words, and I have started on the shamrocks. So I've been working on this because it is March.
It is. Time for the St. Patrick's thing.
Yes. Now, is it going to get done in March? I don't know, because this whole By the Bay needle art thing has taken my brain. It was one of those things where it's like I saw it and my brain went on fire. And I tried. I ignored it for I found where I spent a couple days looking for it, found that she had an Etsy shop, and oh my gosh, I can get the whole thing online.
Yep.
PDF, right? So then I'm like, no, you don't need it. You have all these other things. And then I woke up the next morning and my brain was on fire for it. I had to buy it. I had no choice.
Well, there you go. You got it.
It was one of those situations where my brain gets on fire, like you and your sewing machine. You just can't help yourself because your brain made you do it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and
no control.
I was, now it's gotten, because the sewing machine thing, it was just, oh yeah, I got to have that. And now
I hear voices.
Yeah,
yes, the voices in my head would not shut up about it.
Yeah, and I got to rewire the motor, so I almost have that done. But then I've been watching videos like crazy, and I've learned that you got to go through and you got to polish up all the metal, because I want to get it all back to as close to the way it was. So now it's extra tools and stuff, and it's like, oh
gosh.
That's all right. It's fun. It's fun.
A whole new project.
Yep. It's going to be cool.
Fun stuff.
Sharon lost her pen. I like that rose color dye, Jennifer, with coffee tea dye. Oh, what was the dye, the rose color dye you used?
The rose quartz.
Rose quartz.
Because it added, it's so hard to see it here. It added just a touch of pink to this coffee tea dye.
I'm mad that I can't. Just a minute.
It's really hard to see it, but in real life you can kind of, and when you look on the cover for the Perfect World, you can see that it looks like there's just a touch of pink. And it got it just perfect, and I'm just loving it so much. Now you just really magnified me, so I'm really up in all their faces.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah.
Here I am.
I don't understand what's going on here.
We can all look at my cute little dogs.
Yeah. Those are cute. That's a nice chart. Yeah.
It is so cute. So, love it. So, yeah. Just working on stuff. Still working on this Tamari ball for forever. Oh, you just... No, none of us are there. There it is.
I can't make it behave tonight. Oh, well.
Still working on this thing. It doesn't look like much yet.
Yeah.
I'm putting in the stars around. But then we have a new Tamari class coming on Sunday, and I had to wrap a new ball.
Oh,
so I did this today.
Well, she keeps you guys moving. Holy smokes.
Yes, and I'm a slacker stitcher when it comes to my Tamari. Terrible. But we were out of town for a week too, so.
Yeah. Jan, I bought a 1948 Singer Model 15 sewing machine, and with a cabinet. It was a guy it just popped up on Facebook Marketplace. He was about a half hour from where I live, and just one of those things, I had to have it, so I bought it. And Now
She's
I spent $105 for it, and I bet I've spent another $100.
stole it.
Yeah, I did. I did.
You stole it. Is
But I
what
bet
you
I
did.
spent another $100 for tools and other supplies to.
Even then,
Yep,
it's just not fair.
I did. I got a good deal. He says, I'm not sure of the prices, so I'm comfortable with the price. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Here's your money. Get me out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
Goodness. No, I did not finish the sunflower one.
you're really falling behind here.
I
Boy,
know. I didn't finish the calendar one either. I
man,
am a slacker.
I
Let me
guess.
say.
Sharon's still looking for her pen, but she has rose quartz in her head.
Oh, right.
Okay. Didn't finish. Okay, so you're like 4 behind now on tamari balls.
Plus, there's at least 2 Christmas ones in the container that I still haven't finished either.
Now, see, we were talking, all right, Jan, Jennifer and I were talking about featherweight machines. That,
Yep.
because Jennifer had a chance to buy one and got outbid on it.
Yes.
And
The great featherweight war at Nancy's house.
yeah, if you ever want to sell that featherweight, you give me a call, Jan.
At least Chris knows if she needs to get rid of him, who to call, right?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, you want to get rid of that featherweight, Jan, you give me a call. That's just, what a fascinating world those old machines are. Holy smokes. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they stitch, like if they work, they stitch beautifully.
Yeah.
Like magnificent.
Well, I was telling you before we started,
So.
before we went live, that Sharon Bruce in Ireland, we had a little email exchange. She has a 1945 hand cranked one, a Singer. And then she said she has a modern Brother one that does all the stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Said the Brother one is in the attic. That she prefers, because it stitches so well, she prefers the hand cranked Singer 1945 one. Yeah, yeah.
But they only do straight stitch, right?
Right.
There's no zigzag,
No,
none of
no.
So if you want to zigzag, you gotta do something else.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, Jan, if you got a good price at a yard sale on a featherweight, I've come to learn you did okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, those are highly sought after. Yep.
For sure. Nope.
Yeah, if you want to offer it to me
Okay.
for a good price, Jan, you let me know.
Yes.
Now, see there, that's the other one. See, I would buy a treadle one. I would buy a
Right.
treadle machine. I think those are cool.
Yeah. My grandma had the treadle cabinet. I don't know what happened to the machine, but I remember we used to sit and rock the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Because, you know, that's what you do when you're 5.
I read.
There's no machine there.
Yeah. In the Facebook group, a lady was talking about, she was at some gathering where they were talking about machines, and she was saying how, to whomever, that, you know, she had a treadle cabinet with the treadle underneath and everything, and she really wanted to get a machine. And her husband said, you have a machine. She says, no. She says, we have the cabinet. He says, no, open up the top, and under there is a machine. She didn't even know it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so she went home, and sure enough, she already had a machine. It was in the.
Oh, my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, take a look under the lid, you know?
Yep.
Ooh, inherited. I cut my leg off for a featherweight. Well, let's calm down
Yeah.
now. Yeah, but those things they're pretty neat. 1941. Yeah,
Yep.
the white ones. That's the thing. White sewing machines and is it
They have
PAF?
turquoise.
Yeah, all
They're
kinds of
like
stuff.
turquoise ones. Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. It's a whole nother world. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. My goodness. Yes, I know.
Oh, good. Kim's here. Kim.
Ah.
Kim hates this. I bet Kim just hates this. Kim, I want a half yard of each of these. I bet she just hates that.
Oh my goodness.
From Fox and Rabbit, I want a half yard. White clay, salt bush, and eucalyptus. I'll write to you.
Goodness.
I think that Kim, the shop is going well. If the inspectors would get off their butts and approve things, I think Kim would be in good shape. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I think that's yeah. I bet that's getting really old. You know, how many improvements do I have to make to a historic house that you guys want to keep in town so I can have a shop? You know, come on. Have my mother's treadle singer from her bridal shower, 1948. Yeah, see, that's the thing, you know, and they stitch beautifully and they last forever. Well, they're built like tanks. Jeez.
Yes.
Oh, Kim says, "Okie dokie." Those are okay. All right, I'm writing to you, Kim. Okay, so I got to show. I set this all up. So I got to show. I'm getting pumped up about this. All right, so I bought from the assembler. All right, so now this is where Kim comes in. All right, so I got this Jane Turner 1668. Okay.
That's pretty.
All right, that we talked about in the last time Beth and I did a Wednesday podcast. So 2 weeks ago, something like that. All right, so here's the thinking. Okay, and this is where Kim comes in. Kim's going to just sign off. Just I'm going away. So okay, so I'm thinking this on the clay, the white clay. All right, and then Deb Henderson wrote to me because she has stitched Jane Turner. All right, so now I'll get to show you. This is this is Deb Henderson's Jane Turner. It's a long sucker. Okay. It's 7 by 24 inches, all right, on 35 count, okay? But look at this. Now I'm thinking this on the white clay.
Which is the lighter one.
Right. Yeah,
The
the white clay is
off-whitey.
Is that one at the top, okay?
Right.
Okay. So I'm thinking that this goes on white clay.
Yeah, that looks good.
But look at Deb Henderson. What a stitching job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just gorgeous stuff. I think that's 35 count.
Wow.
You'd have to do 35 count just to get a lot of those stitches in, because that's what Beth and I were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, 35 is good. That's like 18 count.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay,
Which means
so
you could most of the time do it without using magnification, unless you, depending on how tired your eyes were.
Yeah, maybe you
early
can.
In the day.
Maybe you can, Jennifer. I'm not doing it.
Early in the day, but as the day goes on, then I have to get it out.
I bought that magnifier for a reason, and I'm using it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm writing to you, Kim, because I need the threads and the linen. Look at this. That's stunning stuff.
I went on that assembler website, and it's like how do you pick?
Right.
It's like overwhelming. They're all so awesome.
Yep.
It's like, oh geez.
Beth. No, Beth.
No.
Yeah, I mean, this is just stunning to me and challenging.
Uh-huh.
It's only 7 inches across. I mean, come on, it's not that big.
7 by 24, though, you know.
I know.
7's not too bad.
Trying to ignore the 24 part.
Right.
But that's very cool. And Deb Henderson, wow, what a job she did. Beautiful.
That is.
Yeah, I'm loving it. So that's my new plan.
Nice.
All right, so I got to fire off an email to Kim. Got to have the silks. All silk, you know, you got to do all silk.
Okay.
There's one, you do a number 8 pearl cotton somewhere in there. Not sure where, but.
Oh, okay.
Which seems weird, but.
Maybe
yes.
in the dress? Is it the
no,
dress?
It's all needle lace. Yes, Deb.
The dress looks woven-y.
Yes, Deb has just asked the same question. That's all needle lace in the dress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because what are the stitches? The stitches are double running or Holbein, satin, seed, trellis, spiral trellis, bullion, detached buttonhole, couching, chain, Montenegrin, and marking cross. Detached buttonhole, yeah, is what the dress is.
Right.
Yeah, Montenegrin, marking cross. So, and there's some metallic thread in there, and a bunch of silks, and some number 8. I don't know what the. Oh, there's one strand of black and one strand of silver. Don't know what those are. Whatever.
I
Figure
see
that
a
out.
black French knot maybe for the eyes and the birds.
Could be. Yeah. Yeah.
Are those? See
Oh,
those
Deb wants to know
stems?
the designer is I don't know Exemplar, the Exemplar lady Marguerite is the one who did the reproduction.
Right, right. So see those long stems on each side of her, the top part of like the tree, and it's the green and yellow striped? Do you
Yeah,
think there's like a? Do you think she couched a pearl underneath that to make it stand out like that?
it could be.
I don't know. Just guessing.
It could be. I don't know. The instructions are
Oops.
solid text for 2 solid pages, so
Oh my
I'm not going to try and
goodness.
figure it out. Yeah, that's right. The Bluebird one, wasn't that the one where Kim had done as a band sampler? I think that was the one. That was the coolest thing on the planet, I thought.
Oh, there we go. What the heck? Ah, there we are.
Was that was a band? I think somebody did that, or maybe Kim did it as a band sampler. I thought that was cool.
I don't remember. I don't remember that.
I think so.
I remember that one that Hannah, the one that you finished was done as a band sampler. Somebody did it.
Yeah, that worked out great too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, no, we're not doing. I'm not doing a stitch along. I'm not committing to that. I just
No.
want to put it. I just want to put it on a rack and start stitching on it
Yep.
because I think it's cool.
Nope. I stitch along to whatever my brain yells at me that it wants to do.
I mean, that
And
right
it
there,
doesn't
that
always.
section right there is just.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty awesome.
Yep. I'm all about it. Yep.
Very nice. It's very pretty.
Yeah. So there we go.
Awesome.
That's my plan
Nice.
on that white clay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Kim did Hannah Longstreth as a band sampler. That worked out really
Hannah
great.
Longstreth. That's right.
Yeah, that worked out really great. Yep. See, I think that's cool when people do stuff like that. Take like any sampler and then make a band sampler, take a part of it and make something out of it. I think that's really neat.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon has, yeah. Yep. So that's my current plan
Cool.
because I can see the end of the Sarah Parr thing. Barb.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, she'll do it, I'm sure. I'll contact her. Yep. I didn't see her new releases. Okay. Will do, Kim. We'll get her on because I know she'll do it. Yeah. Yep. So,
Nice.
making a note. Yep. Haven't had her on in a long time, so yeah, it's about time anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. You got anything else there, Jennifer?
No, I mean, just stitching on stuff. I've been watching BritBox like crazy, which really helps with my stitching. So.
Yep.
I've
been watching.
Keeping up on the temperature thing, which is awesome. So.
I think that is really cool. It's not such a
Yeah.
commitment. That's the thing is you can keep up. You actually can.
Yeah, I do like 4 or 5 days at a time. And that way I can take the little, I pull out the little strand of thread and I lay it on the side of my armchair, lay them 5 in a row, and then I just stitch them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's easy.
Yep. Sandy, I'm still stuck on my Hannah. That jersey cream linen is tough for me to work on because of the thread density. Oh, that didn't bother me. Yeah, that's just everybody has a different experience. Could be my. What's that, Vanessa? Which one? We just laid out about 10 of them. Oh, and then see, okay, so the white clay, and then the other one, I just got this from Kim, that I'm going to do. Oh, I was going to pull that thread out. Where's that thread? Well, anyway, I have a hank of MPI silk that's a blue. It's a different blue from this. Okay, so, but anyway, it's a deep blue. That's a deep blue right there. But then I just got this from Kim.
Oh, so pretty.
Okay, so think about that on that white clay with a dark blue, and there's two blues in here. She does a lighter.
Oh, okay.
So I'd choose another one, but think about that on that white clay, huh?
Yep, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Butterfly. I like
Yep.
butterflies.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Yep.
Nice.
This from the person who's lucky to get an hour a day to stitch. Yeah. I plan out all these lifelong projects. Yeah.
Oh my
Why
gosh, I
not?
know. Well, I've got, I really want to see if I can get my perfect world done in a year. Like, the birthday year one. Because I got Spring Hill done in just over a year.
Yeah, you did
And
well
we
on
started
that.
that on my birthday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to get this one done in a year. And I think this one has less stitching than Spring Hill did. The bottom is not as big and it's not as intense up top. So.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm trying to keep up with all the things here.
I know.
I'm
And then
getting chastised by Gann Rogers.
Oh.
Oh, the Mystery of Saint Tropez. Yeah. Yeah, it's sitting right over there. It's not far away. Yeah.
Right.
I got into the Lady Mary one. I've been working on the Lady Mary one. I like that a lot. Take a look at the videos put up by Bernadette Banner, an American in London. Oh,
Cool.
all right, making a note.
She could be an interesting guest.
Exactly. That's exactly what.
Yes. Very nice.
Okay, I'll be checking that out. Yeah, those people that work in the world of costumes and haute couture and all that, that's a fascinating world to me. I don't know why. I have no desire to be involved at all, but because
Right.
I'm sure that the egos there are beyond control. But
Yeah, I bet.
yeah, we talked to Tamara Rubilar today. Natalie Dupuy recommended her, and she's done a bunch of that haute couture, tambour beading, and all that stuff, and
Right.
fascinating stuff. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's a different world. Fun to hear about. Don't want to do it.
Right.
No thanks. Yep. So, okay, I got a Bernadette Banner, an American in London. I'll have to check that out. Yep. So yeah, so those are my two new ones, Jane Turner and then Blue Rhapsody. I'm sorry, somebody asked what that is. Karen Kluba, Rosewood Manor, Blue Rhapsody.
Right.
Kim has it. This was, I think this was the one, that online show, whatever that was called. I forget. They did a couple of them. I think this was the last one of those shows that Karen did this one, Blue Rhapsody. Here, I'll take it out of the bag.
Show.
I just think it's really cool. Then she always does extra designs. So like if you buy that thing, You get these
Oh.
here.
Right. Yeah. She always has little extras on her stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it makes it fun.
Here's this little thing that goes with it, and that little thing.
Yeah. Now, see, she even recommends 32 count white or antique white linen.
Mm-hmm.
See that clay, and then it's navy and sky blue.
Pretty.
1306 and 2111. Yeah. I'm all about it. Yep. I like that one. Right there. Ann Turner. What? Oh, Jane Turner, 1860, 1668. Marguerite is supposed to do a show with us coming up too, from the sampler. We want to learn about what she does. Yep.
Have you ever interviewed her before?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Wow.
Talked to her on the phone when I bought those charts, but I've never. But she said it was when she was doing that sale that I talked to her on the phone to order the charts, and she said she'd do it as soon as the sale was over. So I'm waiting till the middle of March, which is pretty much next week. So I'll give her a call and we'll get it set up.
Nice.
Which magnifying lens am I using? Is she talking to Ruthie? You mean me or Jennifer?
Probably you. I don't remember what mine is. But I do use it in my chair. I'm getting a new chair for the living room.
Yeah.
My other one is making it. I'm sitting in it. It has warped crooked, so it makes my hip hurt. I was out of town for a whole week and I was fine. Then I come back and I sit in it for 2 hours and I'm crippled. And I'm like, all right, I'm done, because it's been a problem for like a year. So I went and ordered a new chair from Lazy Boy, and it's coming with a new side table, and I should be able to have my light come over, and my magnifier should be able to fit over this, and it's going to be good. I'm excited.
Excellent.
When it comes in, I'll obviously probably put a picture up of my new stitching spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the living room, because right now I'm sitting all the time here in the sewing room in my other chair, which doesn't cause me pain but is too big for the living room.
Yeah.
I got a small one, for like people from 5'4" to 5'9". You can buy smaller recliners.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, you got to watch that ergonomic stuff.
Because it's one of those chair and a halves, and I always end up swooshing over and sitting on one side, and then you end up being crooked, and then the one hip that's always down low and crooked is like killing me.
Yeah.
So yep, it's going away. Getting a new chair.
I'm trying to find here. I got it. Let's see, Ruthie. If you were asking me, if that was me, you were asking about the magnifier. This is the one that I have.
Oh yeah.
And I love it.
Very nice.
It's heavy, but it stays where you put it, and the light is excellent, and yeah.
For facials and lashes.
Well, that's where it's really paid off for me. Because you probably haven't
your lashes?
you probably haven't noticed how much better my lashes look these days. See, I try not to brag, but yeah, it's really been a difference maker for my lashes. It really has.
Oh my gosh. And your pores, I have to say.
Yeah.
Texture, your pore size.
You noticed.
Everything's just improved.
You noticed,
so
see?
much. Yes.
Yeah, I see you noticed.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad that somebody appreciates my efforts. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been really proud of my lashes. I think they've been special.
Nice. Yes, they have looked nice, right?
Yeah.
They're so natural that you didn't, it looks very
Right.
natural. It's not
Yeah.
obvious.
Right. Yeah, and that's what you want, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enhanced but natural. Yeah.
Yes. It's key.
Thank you very much. Thanks for noticing, Jennifer. Appreciate it.
Why, sure.
So that's what I have.
Goodness.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Yep. Yeah. See.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Big difference. Big difference. Yeah.
Very nice.
And that you notice the pores because
Yes.
I feel so fresh.
And your mustache too. So
Yeah. Yeah. I feel so fresh.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're glowing. Glowing.
Yeah.
Glowing.
It's because the lights are too bright.
Oh no.
Let's see.
My gosh. Everybody's got problem chairs.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you if you went around to all the stitchers, I bet you 75% of the people are sitting in chairs that are just not good.
Yeah. And I'm lucky I can go get a new chair.
Yeah.
Because it's a problem. So.
Right. Well, and how many people could stitch longer or are ignoring pain that would go away with just the right chair. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
indeed.
No, that's important. It's important. Who's doing somebody's got Kathy. Oh, I bet it's Beth at her guild thing. They have Kathy Andrews going to do a presentation on ergonomics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think she said something about that in her.
I think that's right.
Her thing.
Yeah.
It's something about hand health, like not moisturization, but actual physical hand health, something like that.
Is that right, Beth? Not sure.
I think so.
And then there was an EGA one coming up too.
Or maybe that was it.
Maybe that was it. Yeah. I think that's right. It's an EGA one, but it was Kathy Andrews going to do it. So that means she has a presentation. So your guild could get Kathy to do that. Yeah, it's important. I'm sitting in an 1800 wooden sewing chair with carved drawer, sitting in a dumpster at the side of the road. Okay. EGA National. Okay. Kathy Andrews is doing something in Best Guild, but it's apparently not that.
Right.
Can't remember everything. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So, well, there's another EGA, another reason to be EGA. Oh, her guild's doing the sampler talk. Oh, that's right, because I was thinking about making a road trip. See if I could drag Marga out into the hinterlands of Illinois to attend the meeting. Yeah. Yep. Kathy Andrews, amazing person. She's versatile. Yep. She is. So if whoever it was that was wondering about the magnifier, if you didn't get it, let me know. I'll keep it live here. So we can do that. Yep. What else? What else we got? Anything else?
No.
Holy smokes, it's 8 o'clock already. How'd that happen?
Yep. I've been
Yeah, I have a couple of things. I make this list and then ignore it. A couple of things I picked up from the Singer Sewing Machine forums. One is, I don't know about you, but like old stitching needles that have gotten cruddy or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, I have a jar with a lid on it that I put those in because I don't go through that many. But somebody suggested for old needles just using a pill bottle.
Yeah. Fons and Porter is a quilting supply company. And they had these for sale quite some years ago. I bought them at Joann, and I haven't found them in a long time, but you stick your used sewing needles in there. I haven't found them in the store in a few years because I looked. But it came in a pack of like 4 or 5.
It's Fons and Porter.
And you can see all of my sewing machine needles are in there. Because,
Yeah.
you go through them faster than you think.
Yeah.
And if your machine is suddenly like keeps skipping stitches or snagging or nesting up, first rethread your machine, see if that fixes it. If it doesn't, you need a new needle.
Okay.
Or clean it too. Clean out the bottom, all the lint.
Yeah.
If you're having issues all of a sudden, rethread it, clean the lint out. If that doesn't fix it, get a new needle. Because your needles go blunt faster than you think.
Okay. That follows a follow-up question to that, because now that I have this sewing machine that I do intend to use, what is a good brand of sewing machine needle?
I just buy, let's see.
Don't tell me you buy the cheapest one you can get your hands on, because I know better than that.
I buy the Schmetz universal needles.
Schmidt?
Schmetz.
Oh, Schmetz.
And I mean, I don't know if like Baby Lock and those have their own brand, but these are sold everywhere. Even in the quilting stores, these are sold. But you get them at Joann, you can get them at, but that's like the brand. I don't, like, that's all my needles are all that brand, and I've bought them multiple different places.
Okay, and they hold up for you and do well then.
Yeah. I mean, I have a couple from Kenmore just because I have Kenmore machines, but you can see I've never even used them.
Uh-huh.
So,
yeah.
But the Schmetz, I mean, that's the brand.
Okay. Oh, I'm sure you can get Baby Lock needles for a premium price.
I don't even know. I mean, I think
extra.
the Schmetz are really good, so why would you need to?
Now here, Anne Marie says organ needles too, but you've been really happy with Schmetz forever.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. Singer.
Because it's it becomes a whole thing. Singer makes a great needle. You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But there's one guy that I watch who repairs machines, and he is adamant that every time you start a new project, that you put in a new needle, just because of what you were saying, that they dull faster than you think. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So some people, I think it's like every time they use up a full bobbin, they'll get a new. I mean, they get dull faster than you think. They really do. So, and you can't sharpen them.
Right.
Because they'll get the tiniest little burr, and it'll just snag stuff and just cause problems.
Okay. Yeah.
Or it'll punch too big of a hole in your fabric. It could tear your fabric.
Oh.
So yeah.
Because I guess if you think about it, on a sewing machine, like with needlework, it's really gently going through an open hole. But with a sewing machine, it's fast. Yeah. Yeah. A whole different thing. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Well, even like your sewing, like my quilting, when I do hand quilting, I notice after, I mean, I do a lot, but I'll notice my needle will start getting, and I use those strawberries that have the emery.
Yeah.
And it works a little, but after a bit, it's just like you have to get a new needle. It's just not. I do the emery thing maybe once, and if it still isn't good,
just
you
chuck
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not
you
worth.
Get a new needle.
Not worth it. Yeah.
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 So.
See here, Sandy's used Schmetz forever.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, don't sew over pins. No.
Oh, I would think, yeah.
That's bad. Very
After
bad.
sewing 7 bobbins, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's just a whole new world for me. I mean, I'm just learning this stuff.
Yes.
My mom taught me not to sew over pins, so I do what my mom said. Good job, Sharon. Sharon was the best daughter.
Don't sew over pins. It's like...
yeah, I can imagine.
I hardly use pins. When I'm sewing, when I'm quilting, I rarely use pins. Where I use it most of the time is if I'm sewing on like a long border, because your fabric, the feed dogs will pull the bottom under faster than the top. So you want to keep it the same. So I will pin it occasionally on a long strip of fabric just to keep it from shifting.
Yeah.
But if I'm sewing little, I don't pin.
No. Just go for it, huh? Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But yeah.
See, I'm learning these things. Singer needles and 60% off coupon at Joann's. Yeah, yeah. Well, if you play that Joann's game right, you can get like 100% off on everything, can't you?
Yeah, well, close, but yeah.
Snapped a needle sewing over pins. Ouch. Ooh.
One time I forgot to what did I do? I forgot to take it off of I forgot to take it off a zigzag, and I put on my straight foot that doesn't have the space for the zigzagging, and I forgot to take the machine off zigzag, and it went donk. And then it broke my needle, and I think it bent my shaft a little. I had to take it in and get it serviced. Yeah.
Ooh.
You can really screw up your machine. You have to be careful.
That'll teach you to pay attention.
Yeah, yours is just, there is no zigzag. But right. I chip when I leave the machine, I put it back to the normal setting. I learned. Put it back to the normal. And then when I start stitching, I make sure everything's normal. Because I don't have an electronic. Mine's you move the knobs. So it's not like you turn it on and it always turns on to a certain setting. Yeah. I don't have an electronic one. So mine's the manual click, click, click.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I've learned to reset it when I'm done and then check it when I start just to make sure.
Yeah, I bet that repair wasn't cheap.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't too bad. I don't think I bent it too bad. I just knocked it, I think, a little bit out of alignment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now see, Dee's got a good point. Don't sew over your finger either.
Yes.
That's a good tip.
I have not done that. I did staple my hand with the staple gun, but I have not sewn over my finger.
Yeah, you're a good candidate for that kind of thing. So yeah.
I know, right? So I have this little bamboo sticky pokey that I use to help.
Oh, okay. From your favorite Chinese shop, dinner shop?
From Joann's.
Oh, okay.
From Joann's.
It looks like a chopstick.
It's not.
Oh no, I see it's pointed on both ends.
Yeah, to help.
Yeah, Deb, I want pictures of that treadle machine. I want to see that sucker. I squashed my finger sewing once or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. My nephew Todd, he chewed on a turquoise crayon, and my sister was wondering what happened to the turquoise crayon. We're at the mall. He had to have his diaper changed, so we went in and he had turquoise poo.
Oh man.
I mean, it was like Crayola bright turquoise. She's like, "That's where the crayon went."
Found it.
It was so funny.
Found it.
We were laughing. It was hilarious.
Okay, so Ruthie, you got just making sure you got what you needed for the magnifier. Okay, so now go back to the chopstick or that thing. So describe again for me, just so it locks into my head, what you do with that.
Well, I use it as a guide as I get closer. It just, sometimes your fabric wants to warp a little, and so my finger doesn't get too close to the needle. I just lay it flat on the fabric. So I nest it, and then as I feed it through, I just kind of lay it flat like this, and it goes through so that it doesn't bunch up, and so that my seam here where I've nested them together for my 4-patch.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah.
It just keeps it nice and flat and keeps it from boobling up.
Yeah, okay.
And it keeps my finger out of the way. So, and then when you get done with your 4-patch and you want to open it up, let's see. Let's grab one of these over here. when you go to iron and you want to open your 4-patch on the back, it helps to pick out those threads. You
Okay.
pick out the middle threads so that you can iron it nice and flat.
Mm-hmm.
To make it pretty.
There we go. Okay.
Ta-da! It's your sewing segment.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much sewing I'm going to do, but it's just fun to learn. So
you can just make a simple strip quilt or something, you know.
Actually, I was thinking about trying to make a project bag, just for just for kicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, all this is very silly because I have this Brother machine with all the stitches and everything. It's a cheap one that I bought I've had this for 2 years now, and I use it just to edge linen. And so now all of a sudden I'm interested in sewing when I've had a machine all along. But the Singer is so cool.
Better when you have a fun machine.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
For sure.
So, all right, okay, we spent money tonight. See, I gotta send Kim a whole thing
Oh my goodness.
for what we need.
Yep, I like to hand piece quilts too.
Yeah.
Especially like hand quilting the quilts.
We're interviewing an art quilting person tomorrow.
Cool.
She does a lot of embroidery on the art quilts, but
okay.
Yeah, Diane Murthy. I think it's Murthy, Murthy. Yeah, very cool stuff. So
nice.
Every now and then you get outside of the usual embroidery, cross stitch, needlepoint.
Embroidery's used on so many things.
Right. So we're doing yeah, it'll be fun. Yep.
Nice.
I'm sure she has one of those, $5,000 Bernina baby lock whatevers, but
I don't know. You never know. She may not. She may
may
have one of these Singer things that she thinks just fantastic and
hand cranked Singer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get the Buy Annie Project Bag 2.0. It's a great pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a pattern?
Mm-hmm. I think By Annie, isn't that the they put out the magazine that has projects in it, right?
Got me.
Oh, let me see. Do I have one sitting here? I do not. That's a quilt. That's not it either. I put it away. Can you imagine that?
Look at you.
Put something away.
I'm writing that down.
Lots of other stuff sitting out in here, but I did put something away. Yeah.
I use the Clover Hold It stiletto.
Oh, right.
I don't know that one. I dabble in EPP.
It's just something similar. English paper piecing.
Oh, I don't know all the code.
Oh, yes. Do I have any English paper piecing sitting here?
Well, okay, no. All right. We're way off the mark, but so what? So, all right, when you say English paper piecing, I mean, we're making quilts, but we're not doing it with paper, right?
Well, yeah. Hang on.
Because I don't get that. Oh, no. Oh, geez, I didn't mean it.
Yes.
I didn't mean for it to be a project box. Yep. Okay.
Here it is, because everything has its own box. So, yes, this is... So here's some little paper. So here's the paper. And you sew. Some people glue it. I'm not a fan of the glue. I don't like the glue. I've tried the glue. I don't use the glue.
Wait. Back. All right. Now I see you open. I opened the can of worms. Now I got to know. So what? You're cutting out little pieces of cardboard?
You can buy them pre-cut. I cut them myself. I cut my own papers. These are 1-inch squares.
Okay.
See them all in there?
Okay.
And once and then you sew them together You hold them back to back like this. With the
Yeah.
see? And then you sew them together from corner to corner. And then you open it up and it'll be all sewn together.
You hand sew them?
Yeah. Little just whip stitch, just
Yeah.
real easy.
But you leave the paper in there?
Right. You can take so here. See these? You see there's only paper on the outside rows? Because once you sew it all the way around, you can take the paper out. So these have the paper out. All around here has the paper in. Until I sew something next to it.
All right. So okay, now dumb guy questions here. So if you leave the paper in, what if you want to wash the quilt?
Well, you take it out eventually. So like here,
Oh.
hang on.
See, I'm absolutely clueless, but it just
Let's put this here. All right. So here's another project that needs finishing. So this was all English paper pieced, right?
wow.
And then what I did is now there is still paper here, but I will take that out.
Okay.
I just haven't done it yet. But what I did is I hand sewed this on. I appliqued it on. You see the stitching?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Can you see it good? I sewed it on there and then I cut out the middle because I don't need the middle and I'm going to hand quilt it and I don't want to quilt through all that fabric.
Yeah.
So I took the middle out. That's the back. That's the front. And then I made a bias leaf stem thing here. And then I have these little perfect leaves. I need to make leaves and applique the leaves on, and then I can layer it and quilt it and then finish it. And this has been in the works for years now.
Holy smokes.
But yeah,
Huh.
I just made little flowers. It's supposed to be like a table topper.
So what the paper does then is that gives you a form to make your shape, so they're all consistent.
Right, and these little hexie papers, I just used I found a hexie paper punch at the store, and
Yeah.
I used the hexie paper punch.
Huh.
But paperpieces.com, they make paper pieces, and you should see the stuff that you can do with paper pieces. It goes way beyond this basic hexie stuff. Way beyond. But paperpieces.com, you can really get into it.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So I've been working on
Well,
this for a while.
because I've never, people talk about it and I just act like I know what I'm talking about, but I really don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, sometimes in England they'll find these old quilts and it'll have the paper still in. It'll be newspaper bits from years and years ago, and sometimes they'll find little bits with the dates and stuff on. And people do leave the papers in. And I don't know if they wash them or not. The paper's in there.
Yeah. Huh.
But I take the papers out. So. Yeah.
Here, Beth wants to learn how to doing paper piecing. Stitch along, Beth. There you go. Set it up. Set it up.
Paper piecing's pretty easy. This is a project that I actually put together when I was in Colorado because I needed something to. I took projects, but of course I go to the quilt store that's like 5 minutes from my mom's house, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a whole other project because I saw these. And I was like, oh, I have to make something with that. So that's what I'm using as my basis fabrics. Let's see.
Holy smokes.
Yes, it's a whole. So then I had to buy a thing to put them in. And so I drop it all. But then, so what I didn't want to, so I bought this book in the craft store in Joanne, and I like the thickness of the paper, and that's what I'm using to cut my pieces out of.
You bought a book to cut up to make your pieces?
Yeah, it was cheap. Sale clearance $4.47. I have 10% battery left. I'm gonna die soon.
Oh, okay. Well, we need to get done anyway, so.
Yeah, but yeah, because all of that cardboard is too thick. You don't want anything so thick because you have to take into account the thickness of the paper as you wrap your fabric around.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Oh, fascinating.
So this was on clearance, so I bought it to cut my paper out with. And I used a rotary cutter.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's your box of stuff. Yeah, Sharon, that's why we're interviewing this lady tomorrow, because so many needleworkers also do quilting.
Yeah.
The one of them right there on the screen in front of you. Yes, Sharon, we've gone down we've gone down several rabbit holes here tonight. Yeah. What, a jelly roll? Is that what that thing was you had?
Yeah,
was a jelly roll?
That was like a true jelly roll is 2.5 inches. This was 1.5 inches, and I think they call it a honey bun.
Well, that's what Anne Marie was asking, if it was a honey bun or a jelly roll.
Yeah. 1.5 is a honey bun, and 2.5 is a jelly roll.
Just stop it. Just stop it.
10-inch squares is a layer cake. And
oh, come on.
called the 5-inch squares. I don't know if they were. It's a whole thing. Okay. It's a whole world.
All right.
No clue about.
We're talking about jelly rolls and honey buns. Time to stop. That's it. We're done.
And layer cakes.
Okay, back to needlework. Sunday is going to be Rebecca and Beth from My Sister's Samplers. That's cross-stitch needlework samplers. So that's pure. Yeah, there we go. Meanwhile, jelly rolls and honey buns. Jeez, stop it. All right. We're out, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Next week, Margaret Hagan. Really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.